All right, so going over solving by graphing and solving by substitution for your quiz. So first up, solving by graphing here. We have y equals 1/2 x minus 4 and y equals 4x minus 8. So again, let's start off here with y-intercept at -4. Slope of 1/2, so that means I'm going to go up 1, right 2. Next up, we got y equals 4x minus 8, so y-intercept at -8. Slope of 4, so I'm going to go up 4, right 1. Go up 4 again. All right, so it does not come out to be a whole number. So this is why we have our substitution method. So if we wanted to solve this by substitution, you could take your 1/2 x minus 4, put it in for y right there. So you get -3.5x equals -4 there. All right, and I gotta work with some fractions here. So if we want to break this into halves, this is going to be -8/2 divided by -7/2. So this is gonna come out to be 8/7, or 1 1/7 here. Okay, and then to get your y, so x equals 8/7, y is going to be 1/2 times 8/7 minus 4, so 8/14 minus, we got to get this into 14ths, or we can reduce this down to, divide both those by 2, so 4/7 minus 28/7, it's going to be -24/7. So final answer here, I'm not going to give you one this difficult on the quiz, 1 1/7, comma, -3 and 3/7. All right, so it was a little tricky with the fractions there, but again, you can see we're intersecting there. All right, next up we got y equals x plus 5. So they're going to intersect at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, -6, -1. So they're going to intersect for 2. Next up, let's get our second equation into slope-intercept. All right, so first one's -2x minus 1, so y-intercept at -1, slope at -2. So we're going down 2, right 1. And then -x plus 3, 1, 2, 3. We got a slope of -1. So intersect right there. So intersect at 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So -3, 6 is where they're going to intersect at. Actually, no, they're not. They're going to intersect right there at 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry about that. I was off a little bit on my graph, and they should intersect at negative 4, 7. That'll make both of them true. 8 minus 1 is 7. Right here, negative 4 plus 7 will be 3. So negative 4, 7 is your answer there. Again, it's always good to go check your answers then. Y equals negative 2x plus 4 will be my slope-intercept there. And 1/3 x minus 3, 1, 2, 3, up 1, right 3. So they're going to intersect at 3, negative 2. That'd be 6 minus 2 is 4, so that's good. 1/3 times 3 is 1, and then 1 minus 3 will be negative 2, so that's good. On the back, we're right back to substitution here, so this is going to go a lot quicker than the graphing. So we got y equals x plus 2, so I can replace y with x plus 2 here. So it'll give me 3x plus x plus 2 equals 10. So 4x plus 2 equals 10. So that means that 4x equals 8, so that means x equals 2. So y is going to equal x plus 2, so 2 plus 2 is 4. So final answer 2 comma 4. And if I put that back in here, I'll get 6 plus 4 is 10, so that's good. Going on to number 6 then. Going to replace x with y minus 1 plus 2y equals 8. So 3y minus 1. There's nothing to distribute here, by the way, is equal to 8. Add 1 to both sides, so 3y equals 9. So that means y equals 3. Let's go back and get x. X equals y minus 1, so 3 minus 1 is 2. Final answer, 2 comma 3. Make sure your answer is always x comma y. Again, you get 2 plus 6 here, so you get 8, so we're good to go. Number 7, substitute 3x minus 11 in for y in that second equation, so I have negative 7x plus 5 times 3x minus 11 equals 1. So negative 7x plus 15x minus 55 equals 1. Combine your like terms, so this would be 8x minus 55 equals 1. Add 55 to both sides. So 8x equals 56, so that means x equals 7. So once you get x equals 7, let's put that back in for x in that first equation. So y equals 3 times 7 minus 11. So y equals 21 minus 11. So y equals 10. So we get 7 comma 10 for our final answer there. This one's set up a little bit different. I don't think we've done one like this, but we got x equals y plus 10, x equals 2y plus 3. So I'm just going to replace this x with the y plus 10 equals 2y plus 3. I'm going to subtract 1y from both sides, get 10 equals y plus 3. Subtract 3 from both sides, so y equals 7. Just go get x. X equals 7 plus 10, y plus 10 right there. So x equals 17. So 17 comma 7 for a final answer there. All right, so 2 bonus problems here. Some stuff that you're definitely going to see on the quiz. So I got 6x minus 3y equals negative 3, and 10x plus 7y equals 65. So you got to decide, what's your easiest variable to solve for? All right, so when you're looking at your coefficients, what coefficient's going to divide everything else evenly? Down here, you got 10, 7, and 65. Those numbers don't even go together. Up here, at least you got 6, 3, 3. So if I solve for y in that first equation, I'll be doing 6 divided by 3, 3 divided by 3, so that's pretty good. So I'm going to solve for y in the first equation. subtract 6x from both sides. I'm going to divide everything by -3. So I get y equals 2x plus 1. So I solved for that in the first equation. So now I got to use my second equation. All right, substitute into second equation. So that means I'm going to have 10x plus 7 times 2x plus 1. Again, we just solved for y. Y is 2x plus 1, so I'm going to substitute that in there. Equals -65. So now I got to solve this equation for x. So do some distributive property. Subtract 7 from both sides. I get 24x equals -72. So then I'm going to divide both sides by 24 and get x equals -3. So once I have x equals -3, just got to get y. Y equals 2x plus 1, so 2 times -3 plus 1. So y equals -6 plus 1. So y equals -5. So final answer, -3, -5. If I put those back in here, I would get -18 plus 15 is -3, so that's good. Down here, I'd have -30 minus 35. So -30 minus 35 would be -65, so we're good to go there. All right, last problem here. All right, last one, we do have to solve for a variable again. So you want to decide which one's going to be the easiest variable to solve for. So it's definitely going to, as you're looking through these, your easiest variable to solve for is going to be x in the second equation. So I'm going to move y to the other side. Subtract 10y, subtract 10y. So I get 2x equals -10y plus 84. So x equals, divide everything by 2, you're going to get -5y plus 42. All right, so once we get x equals -5y plus 42, take that, and since we used the second equation already, we got to substitute into the first equation. So again, we solve for x there, so I'm going to have 5 times my -5y plus 42 minus 4y equals 7. So it's going to be -25y plus 210 minus 4y equals 7. Combine your like terms. It's going to be -29y plus 210 equals 7. Subtract 210 from both sides. So y is going to equal -6 then. Just give me 1 second here to finish this up. Make sure I did that right. 7, sorry. Y equals -7. My bad. So we get y equals -7, so just solve for x here. +7 right there. Sorry about that. +7. So you're going to get x equals -35 plus 42. So x equals 7. So your final answer is 7, 7. All right.